Hey, kids, what time is that?
People will come, Ray. They'll come to Iowa for reasons they can't even fathom. They'll turn up your driveway, not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past. Oh, of course, we won't mind if you look around, you'll say. It's only $20 per person, and they'll pass over the money without even thinking about it. For it's money they have, and peace they lack. And they'll walk out to the bleachers, sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They'll find they have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines, where they sat when they were children and cheered their heroes. And they'll watch the game, and it'll be as if they dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. People will come, Ray. The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It has been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past, Ray. It reminds us of all that once was good and could be good again. Oh, people will come, Ray. People will most definitely come.
How much is the lemonade?
$1.
What are you raising money for?
Opening day tickets.
What's your name?
Sam.
I'm Zach. Nice to meet you, man. Who's your favorite team?
Bill.
What was that on the back of your head?
I had brain cancer.
When did you have brain cancer?
January.
What keeps you happy?
Getting better. I don't have chemo and radiation.
Can I actually buy the whole jug of lemonade from you?
Yeah, sure you want to buy all of it?
How much for it all?
20.
Can I give you $1,000 cash?
You sure?
100%.
Thank you.
And I gotta give you one more thing.
Congratulations on behalf.
Major League Baseball, we are inviting you to opening day game. You will get to meet players and go to the field before the game. Thank you. Love you. I'm going to the MLB. Let's go, Philly.
What's up, man? How are you? You got your this back.
Thank you.
Give me a hug. Hey, you're strong. You know that?
What's going on the field? It's the best day ever.
Votto had the ball, looks up into the stand, sees the youngster in a Reds shirt and says, "Come on down here, young man," and gives him the ball of that last out of the sixth. Fist bump. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what it's all about.
Welcome to another train wreck episode of the Sports Dorks. Here's Bruce, Edson, and Keith for this week's news, notes, and bad takes.
Man down, man down, man down.
I hope he's okay.
Bruce. In fact, you know what I'm going to do here, Edson? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hijack his segment.
Calling out to you. It's Bruce's shout out segment.
I'm going to shout out Bruce.
Shout out Bruce.
Feel better. Hope he's watching.
Yeah.
If not, he better be getting the rest he needs. He's sick.
Oh, man.
What's going on? You better get better, Bruce, because at this time next week, I'm on my way down there.
That's right.
Yeah, I got to talk to him. I'm hoping that we can catch a Nats game or something. The Nationals are home. Yeah, and I already mapped it out from my hotel. It's a 25-minute drive. So let's go Nats. Yeah. Boy, that video, man, that's so great. That kid at the Phillies.
It's awesome.
It really is. It was funny. I went to I'm wearing my Penguins hat because Thursday night, my nephew and I decided very last minute, we actually planned it on Easter Sunday, to go to the Penguins Devils game in New Jersey. And if the Penguins won on Thursday, they clinch a playoff spot, and they've been out of the playoffs for the last 4 years. So we went on SeatGeek, and we were watching every day and watching the prices plummet because the Devils are out of it. So people were just, and we wanted to get in the lower bowl, and it was looking like $40-$50 maybe. And we decided we'll just buy them in the car on the way, Well, Monday morning, this past Monday, I just went on for hoo-has to check the prices again, and I saw two seats behind the goal in the lower bowl on the aisle, $19.
Wow.
So I just grabbed them because that's as low as it's going to go. I mean, 19. That was with the service fees, so it's $12 plus the service fees, right? I grab them, and thank God I did, because all of a sudden the prices started going up. By the time the Thursday came, they were selling for almost $200 again.
What the heck?
Because all the Penguins fans bought them. The Devils fans realized this is a big game for Pittsburgh. Let's extort them.
Jeez.
Like, I got in, like, the guy probably panicked who had the 2 tickets, right?
Yeah,
or like my cousin's daughter said to me last night, or he just forgot a zero.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, but either way, we got in the building for $19, and it was awesome, And we went because this might be the last year of Crosby, Letang, and Malkin together, 21 seasons together, and you're not going to see anything like that ever again.
Yeah,
and they're still playing at a high level, especially Crosby, and and I've been to lots of Penguins games in the past, and like one of them's always missing. Crosby was missing once when I went to see him in Pittsburgh. Malkin's missing. It just always works out that way. This time, all 3 were playing. So, and 2 of them, Crosby and Malkin, ended up 2 of the 3 stars of the game. So, and the Penguins won. And the building was so loud in the third period with the "Let's Go Pens" chants. It sounded like we were in Pittsburgh. It was awesome. But yeah, so I did have another point to that story, but I don't remember now. See what happens? What happens when you get old and senile and you ramble when you tell stories?
Who are they playing in the first round?
To be determined. It looks like Philadelphia, okay. But when we get to our NHL coverage, we can. So, not much to talk about this week. Kind of a slow week.
Yeah, baseball's still getting out.
But you'll notice I'm wearing the jersey or the T-shirt of the losing team. But
I didn't even expect them to get to the finals. To be honest,
I don't think anybody did.
So.
I don't think anybody did.
And they played them pretty well. I mean, they weren't run out of the building. So
no, they weren't. So whoops. See what happens. There we go. It was a kind of an ugly game. I mean, it was sloppy in a lot of ways. I thought the officiating was abysmal. Like, what's a travel these days? Do they even
my gosh
anymore?
Travel is never called now. It's horrible.
No, and there's examples all over X, Twitter, whatever you still call it, of guys taking like 5 steps.
Yep.
There's one I was gonna look it up. I probably still could. Where a guy in the NBA, like,
yeah, I saw that one,
backed up like 5 steps,
and then took a shot.
Yeah, after putting it on the ground and picking it back up again. Like you have to pass it at that point. Yeah. Pass it or shoot it. You can't do anything else.
Make any other moves. Yeah.
No, if you dribble it again, it's a double dribble. You're out. You walk with it. Like what? He took 5 steps backwards with it and shot a 3. Like what? It's out of control. The NBA is basketball in general. Like But yeah, these referees. So my brother is not a big UConn guy, and he was watching it with us. We went to a big party. There's a guy locally we know who's got this giant mansion, and he's a big Huskies fan. And usually he's at the game. And I walked in and he was there. And I was like, oh my God, is this the first time I'm going to watch a UConn championship game with you actually here with us? Because he always goes and he opens his house up to like 100 people while he's gone.
While he's gone. Jeez.
And he sets it all up like his living room's huge. So he sets up like bleachers. So he builds these wood risers that he built.
What the heck?
And he puts sofas on them. And so they go up like you're at a stadium. So everybody can see over the top of the people in front of him.
Jeez.
Yeah. And then he's got TVs in every room. He pipes the sound through the whole house. It's awesome. It's a great, and he's got the big inflatable husky in the house, and it's great. It's a lot of fun. And I actually played he one of the people there always does squares. And I forgot, and I didn't bring any cash, so I borrowed $10 from my brother, and I got 2 squares, and I won.
You won? Wow.
I won the second half. Yeah.
You just paid him right. You could pay him right back, and
I paid him on Venmo right away, but I won the second half, the final score. And it's funny, my friend Diane, she won the first half, and Diane was the first person I saw when I got there. She was coming out of the house, and I'm like, "Are you leaving, Diane?" She goes, "No, I got to get cash.
Got to get some cash for the
like, oh, I didn't bring any money. When my brother gets here, I'll borrow money." And then she had no cash in her car either. She was looking in her car.
Oh my God.
So she had to Venmo the guy running it so he could loan her the money. And she won the first half. So we both won. And here's the crazier part. It was the same numbers. So I had UConn 3, Michigan 9. So the final score was 69-63.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She won the first half. It was the opposite. It was UConn 9, Michigan 3, and it was 33-29.
Oh my gosh!
So it's the same 2 numbers just transposed. Like, how weird! Like that whole set of circumstances, right? Crazy.
I didn't realize that was Michigan's first title. Wow.
Second.
Oh. Michigan.
First title in 37 years.
They
won with
the
the Fab 5. Remember the Fab 5?
37. Yeah, that's what I mean. It was like I thought that was way back then where they won, but okay, yeah, 37 years.
Yeah, that's only their second title. Amateurs.
Took them a while to get back.
But my brother was there, and he doesn't really like UConn basketball. All the way back to Calhoun, he's always had a problem with him. Although he rooted for him that night because he hates Michigan more. But he looked over at me at one point in the second half, and he goes, "You know how I feel about UConn?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "They're getting screwed hard."
Wow.
And that night I came home and wait, where is it? I saw this for starters. the official in a Michigan jersey. So this guy, James Breeding, was trending. He was the head ref. UConn lost 6 games this year, and he reffed 4 of them.
Oh my gosh.
And it seemed pretty obvious that I think he hates Danny Hurley because it started right away. There was that horrible blocking called on solo ball where he had established position. He was planted. He wasn't moving and got charged. And they called it a blocking foul. And it was like, oh, here we go. Yep. And then to call Alex Caravan for what they call that when he pulled the arm, like an arm bar or whatever. He hasn't done that in his entire career, and he gets one in the championship game, which was 2 shots and the ball back was a 4 point.
Oh,
was 4 points for Michigan. There were so many. There was travels. There was one, the guy had the ball. He took like 4 steps, fell on the ground with the ball, which when you fall on the ground with the ball, that's always a travel. They called it a jump ball. And of course, Michigan had the possession arrow at the time. It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't like Hurley did a good job, just keeping it in, because sometimes he has those outbursts or whatever. But he didn't seem to. He was.
I think it's because they kept saying how he had to keep having his jacket stitched. like at halftime, they had to stitch the lining back. He wears the same suit jacket for good luck, and the lining kept falling
Oh,
out.
jeez.
I think if he started ranting, the whole thing would have started
The whole
falling
thing would
apart.
have like.
He would have been like undressing himself on national TV.
Oh, that's it's a shame. I mean, I can take good losses, but it's a shame when it's marred by like this other crap.
I'm with you. It really, yeah. Oh, we got a comment here.
Oh,
yeah, it's our old faithful. Yeah, it makes you wonder, and
yep.
Look, we're not naive here. Everybody's on the take. But that one seemed a little too obvious. And I don't want to sit here and say, oh, UConn got jobbed. They only lost because of the refs. No, they did not play great. And they are of the two teams, they are the inferior. I mean,
Yep.
But you hate to see something decided by the referees, where the referees become like, the third team, just they're better when they just let them play. And there were stretches that game where they did. There were no whistles and there were bodies flying all over the place. It was like combat basketball. And then they call something so ticky-tacky. Like there was another one they called Demery. He fouled out on it too, where the guy slipped. The guy tried to make a cut around him somewhere near center court and slipped and fell, and they called Demery for a foul. He barely touched. He didn't even really touch the guy. The guy like bumped into him and fell down. After you see these guys, falling like dominoes under the basket trying to get a rebound.
Yep.
I don't know. So it all contributed to a very sloppy national championship game. It was sloppy, but it was entertaining. Because UConn had the lead in the first half, and they kept cutting it to 3-4 points in the second half. It was a close game. There was drama, but it was not. You would not put this one in the Smithsonian as your ideal national championship basketball game.
Yeah, and a couple days before that, Arizona didn't even show up to.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
and that's why people were yelling at me at this party because I kept saying that UConn's going to get run out of the building. No, stop saying that. I'm like, no, you want me to say that because every time I say that, they end up doing. I said that with Duke, and they beat Duke, and and I said Illinois. I didn't say Illinois was going to run them out of the building, but I thought Illinois with those three bigs, UConn has one big guy. I mean, they have a couple on the bench, but like Rebe is no good. They have Terrace Reed. That's it. Like, I'm like, they're not going to be able to handle all those bigs. They're not going to get any. They're going to get dominated on the glass. That game, I was shocked. They had Illinois was no threat, front to back. I never thought Illinois was going to win that game. Did you?
No, but they got a little closer towards the end, but it wasn't even like as soon as they were within like 8 or 6 or something like that. UConn just like it's almost like they were just okay. Well, we'll shut the door and just playing with them or something like that. No,
Yeah.
it was pretty dominant by them.
Yeah, I was actually I have season tickets to the Rangers Farm Club here in Hartford, the Wolfpack. And they're 1 point out of being the worst team in the whole league. And it's just been miserable to go, and I don't even want to go. And I couldn't get anybody to go. I bought 2 seats. I just went by myself that night. It was just awful, and I just ended up leaving. It's just bad. Anyway, what else?
Well, let's see.
This is what I wanted to say. Hang on. I got to bring this back. I'm like out to lunch here. So Michigan had 0 starters who enrolled in Michigan as freshmen. Starting lineup each of 22, a starter who's 25 years old. Go Blue.
That's crazy. The way things have just changed in terms of college sports.
So I don't know if you saw this, but President Trump proposed a rule change to all this, that you can only transfer once and that you cap out at age 25. I mean, because especially like in the football, I mean, there's guys that are playing that are like 26, 27.
Yep.
Because they're not good enough to go pro, but they can get paid to stay in college and keep hopping schools. I mean, they don't even go to class,
It's crazy. It's just
yeah. So I don't know. I mean,
I think he should have gotten a step further, but I don't know how you can even like enforce this part of it. But that the last part, you're in college, you need to be taking some kind of degree. At that point, you need to be taking some kind of degree, a class schedule to towards a degree. I mean, come on, it's like why are you there then? Just to pick up the sports. But yeah, but I do like that. Like you just there's got to be a cap to it, to how old you are, and yeah, getting transferred once. I mean, you shouldn't be able to just jump around. This isn't like free agency here.
That's what it's starting to feel like.
I know.
It's a minor league system for pro sports, and I think, of course, he's got no power to do it, but it's. I know. It's a great idea. The thing about class. Let's face it. I mean,
I know.
You were at UConn. I mean, those guys, they just hire somebody else to do their homework. I know. They're not going to. They show up in class, but they don't do anything.
It's
horrible. So it's crazy. On the flip side, Glinzer, I saw your comment. I was saving it for this.
Yeah.
UCLA wins the women's tournament over South Carolina. South Carolina, man, they surprised me in the fact that they just smoked the Huskies.
Yeah, I was like, what? And then I kind of was I don't know. I don't have anything against or for South Carolina except that they just really beat UConn by a lot. So I was like, I already saw the articles coming out right after that when it's like, oh, South Carolina is now the new dominant team. Look what they're, and then literally the day after that, like I was laughing.
Yeah. But the UConn South Carolina game was marred with controversy, as Glinzer points out.
Yeah,
the UConn women had a beef with the refs too. Are we seeing a little UConn fatigue, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, it's going to start. It's like the whole when the Patriot, when everybody started hating the Patriots and stuff. So
yeah, and it's there was the embarrassing for Connecticut. I think was Gino Auriemma confronting Dawn Staley after the game, and literally, I thought they were going to hit each other. And I saw lip readers translate that she wanted to hit him. She kept, I'll mess him up. I'll F him up. He's an old man, Don.
Jeez.
Yeah. Look, Gino. Look, he's a great coach, but it's no secret that he's kind of a dickhead, right? And I guess you have to be successful, right?
To a point, yeah.
You get a lot of ego, and and he used to have a rivalry with Pat Summitt.
Oh yes,
at Tennessee, right. But that one they would get in each other's face too, but it was more of a respect. This thing with Dawn Staley, they hate each other. They flat out hate each other, and she's beaten him like 3 out of the last 4 times they've gotten together in the tournament. So, yeah, but. Congrats to UCLA. I'm just glad South Carolina lost because I don't like them.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's a great point. Doesn't matter what, it could suggest the most reasonable, beneficial thing, but it's gonna, most people just like, no.
Yep.
It won't work.
No, it's true.
You know who suggested it, forget it.
Yeah, just like he said, he can cure cancer and he'll still get people.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Suck. We side with cancer. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody had UConn winning this thing straight away. The girls. Yeah. There was just, so, so we got Michigan, UCLA, and we'll see what happens next. The Huskies should be in pretty good shape, though, because they're only going to lose Alex Karaban and Terrace Reed and Malachi Smith, who is great off the bench, but you can find another one. He'll get another transfer or 2 to replace them. And they offered, did you see they offered Braylon Mullins $5 million a year to stay?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Because that's what he's projected to earn if he gets drafted. And I think he better stay because there's no way that kid's not NBA ready. Mullins?
Yeah.
He'll go to the NBA and he'll sit because he's just not ready.
Or
Stay another.
you could get a lot, you know, could get the full playing time and still get paid. So it's like, wow. Yeah.
And he'll be Danny Hurley's, you know, if he hasn't already sat him down and said, look, Caravan's gone, Reed's gone. This is your team now. and you know, you have a chance to go take this team, put it on your shoulders and win the national championship. And that might resonate with him too, to stay. So he'd be smart to stay. He's
pretty smart. Yeah.
He's not pro ready. There's holes in his game. He got that hit, the shot he made against Duke is what put him on the national map.
I know. Yeah.
But, all right, it's baseball season. Oh, look, the Dodgers win.
Dodgers doing the Dodgering. I was just, you know, just prior to coming, I was just kind of looking at the whole, and it's not much to look at because it's what are we like 2-3 weeks? And
today was literally 2 weeks, 14.
Yeah, and like pretty much all the teams are bunched up. You know, you have like then you get to the West. The Dodgers are like the most wins by clearly by over everybody. But you know that division is like, I think the worst team is like 6 and 7.
Yeah, Colorado's actually
Colorado, which was quite amazing that they already have that many wins.
It is crazy because
should have taken the over on Colorado this year.
They almost set a record last year with utility there. Yeah, so Dodgers, 10-3. Everybody else, you're right. They're like 8-5, 7-6. You know, I mean, it's early.
Yeah.
I know. But it's fun. And I did do my picks, but I don't want to waste time on here going through, you know. I've got it written down. You've got yours, and Bruce has his, and we'll wait to the end till October to figure out who did great.
I mean, when he comes back, we could just do it real quick if you want.
Yeah, when he comes back. But yeah, here's your standings, early standings. I mean, every division's pretty close. Boy, the Red Sox got off to a slow start.
They did. Yeah.
And they lost 8 of their first 10. And I saw this, and I had to laugh. Kids eat free when Red Sox win.
They're starving now. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they got it together this week because they beat Milwaukee.
Yeah, they started. It's
because I know I'm a loser for this, but I am standings watching the second week of baseball because
I am
who's in
too.
first place. My Pittsburgh Pirates. Oh
yeah. I'm watching it. Every little streak seems like so much augmented right now because the numbers are so low yet. You know, wait till you get to like, you know, middle of July. It's like where a three game winning streak hardly does anything.
Yeah, no, I know. And you know, obviously the standings don't start to matter until like mid to late June. Then you start to look at, you know, teams that are falling out of it. And of course, once the trade deadline hits at the end of July, it's, you know, full speed ahead. But I only say this about the Pirates because I've watched a lot of the Pirates, and they are different this year. They have a major league lineup. They're hitting home runs. They're right at the top of the league in home runs. In fact, my friend Gary at the gym, he's a Mets fan. He's been putting money on the Pirates to hit home runs every day.
Oh my God.
Because they're hitting them like crazy. And here's the big one. They're a +8 in run differential. They finished last year like -76 or something crazy. Like they couldn't score. And they're leaving tons of guys on base this year, which means they're getting a lot of people on base. So once they fix that, the biggest problem with them is Marcelo Zuna, who they who they signed as a free agent out of Atlanta. He's batting like .034. He's like 2 for 37 or something. Like he's, you know, they've moved him around the lineup, but he's just not hitting. And they brought him into, you know,
to hit
30 home runs. Yeah.
Sounds like the Yankees with Judge is like batting like 100 or whatever.
Yeah.
Getting off to a slow start too.
Wasn't he like that last year? And then
I know. I remember. It's like everybody was saying, "Oh, the Yankees are doing so well," but and Judge's not even doing anything yet. It's like, wow. Yeah, and I have to say, I'm not. Again, we're not going to go through the full, like we said, what what we predicted or whatever. I have to say, so far, I'm like so bad off in terms of like I had the Cubs doing a lot and they were in last place, and I had the Mariners doing a lot. They're last place.
Yeah,
but it's not last place by a lot, so it doesn't matter.
I have the Mariners wild card because they've still got a decent team, but that I don't expect Cal Raleigh to do what he did last year.
Yeah, all right.
You know, and he put that team on his back.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because the Orioles are playing decent. I mean, they're under 500, but they're playing decent. And I said the Orioles would bounce back this year, so I'm right there. Cleveland, I'm right about so far. And I had the Texas Rangers.
I think I had them in the like a wild card.
Okay, so we flip-flopped our Seattle, Texas, probably.
Yes.
And speaking of the Texas Rangers, they brought in Andrew McCutchen, and he's been, which Pirates fans daily go, we brought in Ozuna to replace McCutchen. Maybe that was a mistake. Yeah. Athletics. I know. I feel so bad. They're so nomadic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's going to be worse when they're the Vegas Athletics. Good God. But yeah, the Dodgers are dodgering, and you know what? Enjoy it, Dodgers fans, because this is it. We're probably going to go a whole year without baseball, and when they come out on the other side, everyone's going to have equal spending ability. No more $500 million payroll for the Dodgers. So I'm looking forward to that.
That will definitely happen.
Yeah. This week, too, in baseball, the Pittsburgh Pirates signed the #1 prospect, Connor Griffin, and called him up.
Oh, yeah.
Which was, I got to give the Pirates credit because, you know, they put him in AAA to start the year, and everybody's like, well, just bring him up. Bring him up. I mean, Jared Triolo can't hit his way out of a wet bag. Just let the kid. They played it perfectly where they called him up for the home opener and made a spectacle of it. It was
that is a good.
Plus, he was already hitting like 355 in the minors with 2 home runs and, 10 RBIs. And yeah, he was killing it already. So just bring him up. And then they signed him late this week to a 9-year, $140 million contract, which is the largest contract given to a kid who never played an inning of baseball, Major League Baseball. Topped Roman Anthony. And I saw this and had to laugh. Shohei Ohtani is signed with the Dodgers through 2033. Connor Griffin signed with the Pirates through 2034. And Bobby Bonilla is still being paid by the Mets through 2035.
That's like a Jet thing.
The Jets and the Mets and the Nets, right? Yeah, all the second tier.
Wow.
How funny is that?
2035. Holy cow.
And
I was just getting back to the possibility. Well, it's more than a possibility of the next season. I keep hoping naively, I think, that it won't happen, but I just read that this fund that they have, this emergency fund that they have for players if there's a work stoppage, it's like 10 times more than it was the last year or whatever. That they've really been preparing for this for not just obviously there's players that don't really need it, but the ones that are getting the minimum or just need to just to survive, and that this kind of money that they put aside for them is like huge.
Yeah, they could file for their unemployment.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And guys with 2-way contracts will probably end up in the minors and playing in triple and double A.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But again, those are down the liners who are getting league minimum or slightly above. So yeah. I don't even want to picture a summer without baseball. 94, we lost it in July, and it was really hard to get through the rest of the summer without baseball. Like every day I was glued to the radio and the TV hoping that they were going to settle, and it never happened. And then to cancel the World Series, I was like, that might happen again.
I know.
Oh, man.
Might be like the whole season, not even start.
And, as a kid, baseball was my favorite sport growing up. I still it's just something magical about baseball. My nephew said it the other day. He plays hockey, he loves hockey, and he's like, baseball's not my favorite sport, but I absolutely love it. He's like, and he said, there's something romantic about baseball. And I said, what are you, Billy Bean?
Yeah, that's a good movie.
A great movie. When he goes, yeah, how could you not be romantic? Jeffrey said, he goes, when something magical happens in baseball, it's different than any other game. And he's right.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I have to say, I don't usually watch like sports movies are not my attraction, like, because I like the fictional side, as far out as you can. But man, every time Moneyball is on, it's like
call Tua too.
What?
Did they call Tua to invite him to the bar?
No, but every time that movie, it's like I can't help but watch. Like, there's so many scenes in that with Brad Pitt that
in Moneyball,
that I just like I can't turn away from it. It's like I just like different scenes in there. It's like, I mean, I've watched a lot of sports movies, but like once or twice, and they're really good. Obviously, The Miracle is awesome and stuff, but it's like every time that Moneyball comes on, it's just like there's a lot of show, even like with the scouts and stuff, like where they're around the table with the scouts. I just love all that.
Me too.
But yeah, I think to me, it's like football. I always enjoy more than baseball in terms of watching it, in terms of like being faithful to. But I think to me, it's always that baseball is always associated with like just like the spring and the summer and the fall, like they just like it's like the time where you just enjoy a lot. Like you go outside the house a lot and you enjoy. You pair that with a lot of enjoyment. It's like even like doing the lawn while listening to baseball or anything.
It's your faithful companion. It's there every day for you through the summer.
3 seasons. 3 seasons. Like
spring, summer, fall. And like yesterday, I was out doing yard work all day, and the Pirates were on at 2:00 against the Cubs, and I had the ball game on while I was raking, and and it's just great. Like, and baseball, more than any other sport on the radio, it's phenomenal. You don't need to watch.
The radio is really better,
because it's theater of the mind. They can paint such a picture where the other games move fast, and you're kind of you can't visualize it as well as baseball. When they say runners on first and second, 2 outs, 3-2 count to the, you can see it in your brain what's going on. It's just great. So they better get this. Come on, you got like a year. Fix it before it happens. So
I know.
Yeah, the video game, not the same. One quick Bobby Bonilla story, and I'm sure I've told it before, but I have a friend, Dave, who was an amateur pilot, and he ended up teaching or at a airport, and one of his students was Bobby Bonilla.
Oh wow!
Here in Connecticut, he lives in Connecticut, and Bobby got his pilot's license, and then calls Dave a couple months later and says, "Dave, I want to hire you as my personal pilot." Dave's like, "Bobby, you are a pilot," and Bobby's like, "Yeah, I know, I got my license, but I don't trust me. I want you to fly me." So he had Dave come down to his house. When Dave walked in, there was a check on the table. This is back, I say 25, 28 years ago, late 90s. Check on the table for $150,000. He's like, "That's your year's salary. I'll pay you the whole thing right now."
25 years ago? 100? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's like, for me, that wouldn't have been a year. That would have been like,
I know. So Dave obviously accepted on the spot. And then they'd fly to, because Bobby might still be, it was a scout. So he was going to all these games and scouting, and he treated Dave so well. Dave was like, he was the best. He bought Dave every uniform, like cap, shirt, pant, everything for every team. He has the home and away. He got to go on the field all the time. Next thing I know, Dave's hanging out with Derek Jeter and Jorge Posada, and I was like, that's awesome. And he did that for like 5 or 6 years, and then his wife wanted him to stay home so they could start a family, and so he had to find Bobby a new pilot. But Dave, being a huge Yankees fan and getting that opportunity, just amazing. So yeah, Bobby Bo's a good guy. He said Bobby Bo's a great guy, which is nice to hear. because he took a beating from that contract, and remember he had a meltdown when he was with the Mets because he wasn't hitting, and he was threatening somebody like, you want to go? Remember that with the reporter?
Gosh.
Yeah. Do you know what that means, Sanford?
I don't know. I was looking it up actually. Inability to voluntarily visual and mental image. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. I heard a stat that like my daughter's generation, she's Gen Alpha. She's 13, and it says most Gen Alphas, 85% of Gen Alphas are interested in absolutely nothing.
What?
And guess what? It's true. Like, she's not really, she likes a lot of things a little bit, but she doesn't have this one thing. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. All right, moving on. Hockey. Hockey ends Tuesday or Wednesday next week. And then the Stanley Cup playoffs begin. And that photo right there are two teams that I loathe more than life itself.
In. Okay.
I hate the Vegas Golden Knights, and I hate the Boston Bruins. Scumbags.
Wait, the Bruins aren't in it yet, or
they're holding on to a wild card spot. They struggled for a good chunk of the year, and then of course, typical Bruins just start winning. I hate them. They're just scumbags. I just don't like them. In Vegas, my problem with Vegas is they were good year one. Because the NHL expansion draft that year, you had to unprotect like two guys.
Yep.
And everybody like Marc-Andre Fleury, Hall of Fame goalie. They get him. Like they got all these good players, and they were good right away. You shouldn't be able to win a Stanley Cup in your first 5 years of existence. Like that's just crap. I'm sick of them. Go away. You're a fake team, and they wear uniforms with like glitter on them, and the Vegas thing. Just hate them. God. That's not hockey. Las Vegas. Give me a break. I'm sure the people in Canada agree with me.
Yeah.
So today, there's a home and home this weekend, Penguins Capitals. Today would be the 100th meeting of Ovechkin and Crosby. It's crazy. So as previously mentioned, I went down to, went down to see the big three. And I saw this, and this is crazy. So they've been together.
Wow.
They're in their 21st season together, right? Look at all these. They've only missed the playoffs 3 times.
Holy, that's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
What the heck?
Yeah. And then, so there's this one too. Let me pop this up. So at the beginning of the season, the Penguins were given a 7.6. Can I zoom this? No. Yep, I can. All right. Let me zoom in a little bit more. No, it only zooms to a limit here. They were given a 7.6% chance of making the playoffs. They were, aside from the Sharks and the Sharks, they had the slimmest chance. Next to them, you see the Rangers had a 64.5% chance, and the Devils had an 80.3% chance, and the Islanders 30%. Guess what? Devils, Islanders. Well, Islanders are barely hanging on. They're probably going to be eliminated today. And the Rangers are the worst team in the Eastern Conference. And the Penguins are in. So that's flash forward to today. There we are. Penguins are 100%. So, yeah, that's crazy. And where's the Islanders? They have a 36.5% chance still. I don't see that if I go to the standings here. So in Buffalo, what a great year for the Sabres. They've missed the playoffs 14 years in a row and started the year awful. My friend Adam's a big Sabres fan. I used to go to college with Adam, and I see him at the comic shop once in a while. The beginning of the year, he's like, I'm so tired. I got to find a new team. I'm tired of it. Now I walk in and he's like, I'm like, shut up, dude. Canadians have a great year. Tampa Bay. Look at that right there. That division in the Atlantic Division. Just
Jeez.
Yeah. The Hurricanes have locked up the Metropolitan Penguins. They're at 98 points. So they might go for the Vegas odds had them get a 76-point season. They might end up with 100 points. They got 3 games to get 2 points. It's either win one or tie a couple. They should do that. Flyers came out of nowhere. Looks like they're going to get that 3rd place spot. Bruins and Senators have the wild cards, but then you can see here Detroit, the Islanders, Columbus are all, and the Capitals. I mean, they have to run the table, and these teams have to lose out, but
yeah,
they're still there. The only teams eliminated are the Devils.
I can't. That's
Panthers,
the Rangers. Wow,
the Rangers.
Last
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Florida.
And last year they won the President's Trophy last year, which is the best record in the league. And then the Penguins fired Mike Sullivan, and they hired Mike Sullivan, and look what happened. Flip flop. The Avalanche are the favorite to win the whole thing.
Yeah,
they're awesome. Dallas is great. Minnesota is great. This division here, the Central, is just loaded. And then you got the Pacific. These teams would
They're
not
still
even
trying to. I know.
these teams would not even be in the wild card really in the East.
In
They're
the
not
East,
very
I know.
good. Although I give it to the Ducks because they've been horrible for years. And I told my daughter, "Hey, the Ducks are in." They were last week in 1st place, and she's like, "What? They're horrible." And Utah and the Kings have the 2 wild cards, but the Predators and the Jets are still there, and maybe the Sharks. But yeah. And look at the Vancouver Canucks are just awful.
Jeez.
52 points. They've been trading away all their good players inexplicably. I don't know what's going on with them. But one last note, because I'm a Penguins homer. I think this was Tuesday. They took the team photo, and when it was over, Sidney Crosby.
Oh my gosh!
Sidney Crosby took the chairs off the ice. It helped the
That's so awesome.
the staff at the arena. Isn't that awesome?
That's really cool.
Like,
I like seeing him just skate towards it. Everybody else is just like walking. It's like,
yeah, there's Eric Carlson helping him, but yeah, and like that's what is so great. And so many people hate Sidney Crosby; they just can't stand the guy. Because much like Wayne Gretzky did, he whines for whistles once in a while. But that's what you do. You try to get an advantage, and But he's always been a solid, all-around hockey player. He's not afraid to go in the corners. He's not afraid to take a hit, and he's not afraid to dish a hit. So, yeah, the Utah Mammoth, what a fake team. My nephew and I were talking about this the other day. We're like, the Golden Knights, the Utah Mammoth, and the Seattle Kraken are like fake movie teams. They're stupid. These expansion teams are stupid. So there. And NBA, does anybody care?
not if they can't call traveling.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't usually watch till it gets down to the nitty gritty with this.
Know. That's basically
when you watch March Madness and then you try to flip over to this.
Try to get into this part. Oh my gosh.
This is, guys are walking, and I don't mean traveling walking. I mean walking.
Yeah.
No defense. Like it is, because every year March Madness gets me in this basketball thing, and then I flip to the NBA and I'm like, holy moly, this is terrible. I can't watch this. It's bad because until the playoffs start, and then then they ratchet their games up a little bit.
Yeah.
You were talking about, like during the year, these guys need like, I need what do they call that? Load management day. It like you play like every 3 or 4 days, man. What do you mean you need a day off?
Really?
And I'd be pissed if I bought a $200 ticket to go see, Steph Castle play for San Antonio, and that's the day he takes his load management day. I'd be pissed.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Because they don't announce that they're going to take the day off. You find out that day, and it's like, I'd be pissed. They're jokes, but yeah.
I feel like they just they probably out of all the sports they get the most money individually, probably on average, and have the most like just
The softest.
Yeah, like the life, kind of lifestyle with it and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah.
Totally. Even the playoffs. Sometimes there's like 4 days between games in the playoffs. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Which is why we're seeing it until like almost into July.
Right. Which hockey does the same, but they play every other day, and it's structured every other day. When you're in a series like that. This is it's so random. And then just look at this schematic right here. Like, well. You got the play-in thing, right? So then you look at this looks like a wiring schematic.
Yeah, it does.
Like what? Why? Because the play-in thing is just for extra money. Speaking of play-in, by the way, did you hear they want to expand March Madness to 76 teams?
Oh my gosh!
That proposal's on the table. Yeah, like don't. Moving it to 68 is bad enough, and I hate that you have to on Tuesday.
Yeah, you have to try to figure out the last.
If you're hardcore with the brackets, you got one day to sit down and figure it out. For us working class folks, that's ridiculous. I mean, command is 76. I mean, nuts. That you're probably right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a.
They'll have the Marvels and the DCs. Yeah.
The iron fist.
Thank you, Glinzer. Like this whole thing, this is just madness to make more money. Like,
yeah,
look at this mess. Just to get it to the 8 teams here in the middle. It's so stupid. They're trying the March Madness thing, I think. They're trying that whole expand the bracket, get more people interested, you get more cities involved. But oh my God, I don't know. It's just a mess. And I'm rooting for San Antonio because I want Steph Castle to win. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, what a disaster. I should have found that traveling, that step, that 5-step.
Probably everybody's, even me who doesn't keep track of in the NBA saw that. So, damn.
Yeah. And last but not least, our old faithful. Bless you. The draft is next week. No, week after next.
Yeah, I have to start looking at that.
I love how we pretend we're draft experts like this. But the funny part is because the draft experts are 100% wrong all the time.
Yeah, I know. It's like
how does Mel Kiper have a job? Mel Kiper's been wrong, ridiculously wrong for 50 years, and he still has a job.
I know, it's so bad.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what's going to be.
Out on a limb.
Thunder and Celtics, yeah.
Yeah, it's I haven't been able to find anybody who can pick the first 5, maybe the first 2 or something.
1 or 2, right? Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see for me what the Jets do, because past Fernando, I don't think any of the other quarterbacks are any good, and for me, I don't even think Fernando's really a 1-1.
I know.
In a different year, he's not.
He wouldn't be.
No. In fact, the Raiders signed Kirk Cousins this past week, and he's probably going to start, and they're going to put Fernando behind him to especially Tom Brady's co-owner of the team, and Tom Brady's probably thinking that, we can't put Mendoza out there to get his ass kicked. Let's just let him.
I like that.
Oh, I do too.
I know the years don't. These days, the years on the contract doesn't mean much, but they actually signed him for it was a 5-year deal.
Yeah, I think a lot of that's going to be.
No, I get it. I mean, that's just gets thrown out after the first 2. I get it. But.
Yeah, probably after the first 2. And look, Cousins is injury prone, so Fernando might end up in there at some point. But,
that's true. Yeah,
but it's a good insurance plan. And even if Mendoza does surprise in camp and preseason, and they end up trying to put him in as a starter, they got a good backup. So an expensive one, but a good one. So
yeah, I heard.
I like Cousins. Mike Tomlin is working on a TV deal. Do you see this?
Okay.
With NBC. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised at all. I knew somebody was going to sign him.
I'm not surprised either. I think, Tomlin's perfect for TV with all those goofy, got to butter the popcorn this week. I forgot to put the mustard on the hot dog. He always has those stupid sayings, His Tomlin.
Yeah, I saw this, Glenn, that he's not going to be there.
Yeah, but he's a family guy and he wants to be home.
No, and that's fine.
Yeah, he's a very traditional young man, and don't forget his mom's got like multiple sclerosis or something.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to be with her when that happens.
Maybe she's having difficulty. Who knows? But people overreact to that. Who cares if he's not going to be there? You know who else is not going to be there? Me. So
yeah, me neither. I have a random question that just came to my mind, like about the draft, like a week ago. Is like, do you think there's going to be in the first round or more players taken of a certain position?
That's
of a designated position, like more trades or more.
That's a great question. I remember a couple, was it 2-3 years ago? There were so many trades that you and I on here. We were like, we gotta go on. It was an exciting. I love the trades.
I know that's what makes it interesting.
Yeah, I don't watch the draft for draft picks. I watch the draft for trades.
Yeah, really interesting.
I hope he falls off the stage because he's drunk and he walks right off the front of the stage. It's. By the way, did you see? There's the federal government filed an antitrust suit against the NFL for this broadcast thing.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I was gonna bring that up, and I forgot to send myself the link. I sent you and Bruce.
Yep.
It's insane. Like what you need to do to watch football if you want to watch all the games next year.
It's like what, 10 or 11 different streaming services?
Yeah, like you have to have Prime, YouTube TV with Sunday Ticket.
Sunday Ticket.
You have to have Netflix.
Netflix, of course.
Peacock.
Paramount.
It's just like everything. And
pretty much all the available except for the free ones.
Right. And I don't know the details of it, but I heard that the government's looking into because it's supposed to be that the networks have bid on it and play, and the fact that they're like moving these games all over the place and holding you hostage. To me, if you buy the Sunday Ticket, you should have access to everything.
Well, you would. I mean, that's the point of that one. I mean, it's like, geez. Yeah, I know somewhere.
I know. Oh yeah, the government's just always looking to regulate everything and take control of things, of course. But it is infuriating as a fan because I'm not going to pay for Netflix just to watch the Christmas Day game or something like that. I mean,
yeah, no kidding.
It's awful. I remember a couple of years ago when the Steelers played the Chiefs on Christmas Day, I did pay for it, and then it kept buffering. I'm paying for high def, and I'm getting 480 blocky. Just was soft, and it just looked awful, and it just kept doing that. It kept, it wasn't like stuck, but it kept the picture quality kept just breaking up. It was terrible. And
that was there was very strategic of Netflix to get the Christmas games because you get this uptick in these diehard football fans, and then you can report that you had all these subscriber add-ons in your fourth quarter, and of course you neglect to mention that in the first quarter of the following year it all goes back down to whatever. Right. But people forget about it. You don't have to report that.
Well, what they count on is that people forget to cancel.
Right, and or find something in there that keeps them on.
Yep.
No.
Yep. But look, these leagues have every right. It's a capitalist society. If they want to go and spread the wealth, that's fine. But you can't. To me, you can't charge people for NFL Sunday Ticket. Watch every game, and then you don't get every game.
Advertise that, and then it's like,
right?
What?
And that should just include that should just be a pass to. It should be a curator for all these networks. If it's on Prime or wherever, it still comes through that Sunday Ticket. That's the way it should be. So.
Oh yeah, Fox has their own streaming service now. You'll need that.
They all do. Yeah, now ESPN, you have to get all these things.
ESPN,
yeah. So it's just crazy. And the NFL Sunday Ticket is it's way overpriced compared to all the other leagues. You pay for MLB $150, NHL $150, and then there's the blackout thing with all of them. They have to get rid of that too.
Yeah,
I know they strictly say watch all out of market games, but look, come on. a lot of people have cut the cord. You want to watch the Yankees in New York, let them watch the Yankees in New York. Yeah, I know. That's going to suck. I feel bad for both of those teams. Yeah, I know. They keep talking about player safety, and then they want to have Wednesday games now.
Yeah, that's going to be another event when they officially announce the schedule. That'll be another couple weeks after the draft.
And it just sucks because, you get to like extend the bye ish. You get the 10 days off afterward, but you get 3 days beforehand. So, yeah. And like Paul said, you got to expand the rosters then.
That's a good, yeah.
That's let them carry more players. And then I saw that if they go to 18 games, they want to mandate you can only play 17 of the 18. Well, that's awful. You're going to put the starting quarterback on the bench.
How are you going to plan that? I mean, if you're at the top of the league, yeah, you can easily plan it because your last game which is meaningless. Okay, but every other team, how do you plan that to like not play your?
You'll probably see a lot of week 2 people sit, like they'll play opening day and then sit.
Yeah, and like certain, yeah, I know they'll try to spread it out over certain games, but
wow, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I know they get chartered flights, so they'll be comfortable, but still.
That is bad.
It's just, I don't care. That's wreaks havoc on your body clock. So, yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
It's just, to me, there's a tipping point to everything. And it seems like Roger Goodell has gone full greed. Like he got it to a point where it was, it's the most popular sports product out there still, but I think he's gone past the tipping point with it. And what they want to do going forward is going to be detrimental to the league and to the fans.
Yeah.
I don't want games every day of the week and all this crap. And I don't want to have 9 streaming services to watch it. And, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was the attraction of football, that there's only like 1 or 2 days per week. It's like you get excited about that one game, one day that's full of games.
And then Monday night. It was Sunday, Monday night.
I mean, even when they went to Thursday, I wasn't that, but it was like, oh, that's different. I was like, now I don't know.
And it seems like teams have finally figured out the Thursday thing, but at the beginning, those games were awful.
Those were like really bad.
Yeah. And it was always the away team just got their asses handed to them on that Thursday night.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
This year, World Cup.
Yeah, it's too bad they couldn't have waited until next year because, if baseball's out, then
yeah.
But
well, we got the UFL.
That's true.
And the NBA Summer League.
Oh gosh.
And the WNBA.
Yeah, that's true. If they're not on
oh my God. I just saw this. I got to bring this up real quick. Browning.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, how is that guy my age? Colon cancer. Oh, that's
every single time I hate seeing these things. It makes me think, I got to go to the doctor.
I'm late for my colonoscopy, and I called this week, and your hold time is 26 minutes. I'm like, what? How many people are getting colonoscopies?
Holy cow.
So I did the thing where you can, leave your number and we'll call you back. And I think they've called twice, but they've called when I can't get the phone.
Jeez.
Like yesterday, I was out raking leaves. I'm like, I'll call you Monday.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's awful, man. That's wow. I still remember he started a game in 92. Yeah, Bill Cowher's first year. The Steelers played the Jets week 2. And he started that game because he was supposed to be there the next great quarterback for the Jets. Yeah. And Barry Foster ran for like 290 yards. That was awesome. I was taunting all my friends that are Jets fans. So,
oh my gosh. I swear it's like,
yeah.
When I see that.
Yeah, that's a bummer. All right.
I really hate to be the last thing. It's like, geez.
I know. I
saw on this depressing. No, that's. I mean, it's just the more it does give people awareness that you should be taking care of yourself.
Yeah,
taking care of these things.
And
What?
don't trust.
Oh, sorry. Hold on a minute.
Okay. I say don't trust Cologuard. Actually, go to your doctor and get a colonoscopy. So, you know what? I'm going to address. See that avatar that Edson just put up? Edson's a published author. That is true. So let me actually go here. Let's talk about this and embarrass him a little bit while he's away. Let me pop this up. So this is Edson's book, and it's being released on the 28th of this month. This is something that him and I'm going to do a video about this, but this is something him and I started in high school 40 years ago. And he stuck with it, and he's obviously matured it, because I would really not want him to publish something that we wrote when we were 15, 16 years old. But yeah, I'm super excited and super proud of him for this. He's been working on this for a long time. I have one of the original manuscripts he gave me 6 or 7 years ago to look over. So it'll be available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So yeah, like I said, I'll be making an actual video about this, and I'll put a link to the book and whatnot. But it's exciting. This is really, really cool that he's seen this through for decades and never lost faith in the dream that, this was originally going to be a comic book that I was going to draw, and he was writing back 1985, 86. So here we are. And I can't wait to get my hands on a print edition and hold it in my hands and read it, because it's just going to be, it's kind of surreal to see this. So what do we got here? In 5 years, Cowboys versus Eagles from the moon. Yeah, no, right? Crazy. Yeah, so the book's called Rogue Flight. It's book 1. He has a series planned. The series is called Delta Wing, which was the name of our comic book back in the day. And it's kind of an espionage, sci-fi espionage thing. So and that basic core principle is kind of still there. But he's rejiggered a lot of it. But it's funny, because when I make the video, I'm going to show a lot of my feeble teenage artwork, and something I gave Edson years ago. I painted my senior year in high school. We had to do our art teacher said, do the biggest project of the year, do something different, do something crazy. So I went to the hardware store, or the lumber yard actually, and bought a big sheet of plywood. And I remember I went to this lecture hall, because it was the only room big enough to put the thing down. And I painted the 6 characters that we had come up with on the wood piece of wood.
Oh, you're doing this now?
Edson still has it in his basement. So, yes, I'm promoting your book while you were gone.
Oh, thank you. It was the weirdest thing that happened. I sent a package out, and the mail carrier showed up. Oh, they said it's vacant, and now you got to pay the double you have to pay another postage to get it back. It's like, wait, so I'm paying double? I've never had that happen before.
USPS is dying.
Anyways,
I mean, when you don't get much in the mail except junk, right?
Well, it was an eBay thing that I sent out.
He does look like the Vulture or Nosferatu. Yeah.
Oh.
Which is when the Penguins hired Dan Muse as their head coach this year. I was like, why'd they hire this guy who looks like Nosferatu? And I'm really glad they did, because he's awesome. He's probably going to win Coach of the Year.
Oh.
Nice. Well, yeah, I was just kind of telling the backstory here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I interrupted.
Oh, no, I was pretty much done. I'm glad you came back when you did. But I keep I'm going to make a video this week about the genesis of all this. And
It's been such a long and crazy thing.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Just never died.
It never died. It never died. In 40 years.
I know.
We started this 40 years ago. And you saw it through to the end, and that's awesome.
Oh gosh.
And you know, I was showing my brother because you sent me the picture of the wood thing I painted.
Oh yeah.
Big piece of plywood.
I have it right here. Yeah.
Yeah. I was showing him the cover of your book, and I said, that character on the cover is this one right here. And he's like, wow, that's crazy. Everybody's excited around here. So
that's too funny.
Yeah. So, and I see on Amazon, it still says only the Kindle edition. But you said the print.
Here's what happened, and it's funny because I've been sending out these long texts to everybody that like asked me questions about it. Unfortunately, in Amazon, I don't know why the Amazon is like this. Like they only allow the pre-ordering of the digital one.
Okay.
Like the paperback format is on Amazon, but they're not allowing people to find it until the actual release date. They only let you pre-order this one, the Kindle. I have no idea why. Like Barnes and Noble is different. They allow you to pre-order the paperback version right off the bat. But for some reason, I don't know why Amazon is like this. Like
that's what I figured.
Well, I mean, I do know why, because they want to push their Kindle thing. I get it.
Yeah, because you told me that the print will also be available, and I just figured, I bet the day it releases, I'll be able.
That's what it is. And I personally can, like, if I'm on my account, I can find it.
Right. But yeah, because you're the author,
and I can actually order it like as it will be, like now, like not just a proof copy. I can order a bunch.
You can pre-order the print copies.
Yeah, but no one else can. I don't know why. It's like I get so tired of like having to explain this because it's like they're weird.
Yeah. Dinar. No, we came up with that in 80 something, 85.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from. Honestly, do you, Edson? Do you remember?
I feel like it's like the silliest thing.
I don't know where.
I do know exactly where it came from. I feel like it's the silliest thing.
You do?
Yeah. It's remember we were all into and this is after. Remember Robotech? We were all into Robotech.
Yes.
And I know when the third series came out. I don't know if you want to call it Next Generation or Mespeda or whatever.
Mespeda,
We're all into that character Rand. So that's just Rand spelled backwards.
Oh my God. Now, thank you that's awesome.
It's kind of silly, actually.
It's
because originally I think I was just gonna. It was like the working copy of it but I felt like I was just like stealing from them. I was like, why don't I just make them the opposite of it then?
That's right.
I know.
That goes along with the sensibilities of being that age. 15,
I know.
You steal to like.
I know, because I was like so.
We were obsessed with that. My brother said that he looked at the painting and he said, "Oh my God, this looks like Robotech."
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Well, yeah,
that's exactly where the inspiration came from."
Like, yeah, we were obsessed with that show at that time, and
those type of characters, yeah, unbelievable. That's funny.
It's great that you took our half-baked idea and matured it.
Over the years, I kept saying, "Oh, I should just." It's funny because all the other characters that we had for my original notes, those all changed. Like the names all changed, and except for this one.
I remember the girls were named after two crushes in high school.
Yeah.
They're actually really good friends of mine.
Yeah. They were
with Daly, and then
they all changed. Yeah,
and then my art mentor, Deal Whitley, R.I.P.
Actually, I take that back. His didn't.
He's
change.
The only one.
His name is still Deal.
Yeah.
Or not. I'm sorry.
Dealer.
Not Deal, because we were like talking about, we were visiting him. He was our mentor or whatever, and not whatever. He's our mentor, and he we're all excited and saying, "Oh, we even have a character that like being so stupid by saying this stuff. We even have a character is like, well, don't make sure you use like another name for it. It's like, well, how about Dealer?"
Right.
And that's kind of like his like nickname or whatever.
Right.
Alias or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So it wound up being Dealer.
Right.
So
yeah, and we made him I remember we made him like a prankster and gambler. And,
Yep.
And then I forgot the name of the older guy with the blonde hair.
I know we had it. I think it was like the original name was like, it was another anime thing. I think it was like Kanashi something or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
I know I renamed him.
And then there was Tosh Mahana, who was my favorite. He was like our Starscream.
Oh yeah, and his was another like name. Yeah, it's not a standalone actually, and I'm not going to try to bore you with it, but the story wound up being this monstrosity of like after I was done over like 1,000 over 1,000 pages, and I didn't like, oh my gosh, I can't make this like significantly shorter without like taking away. I tried that. I actually tried to like re-edit the whole thing, and like I wasted like 6 months trying to make it into a manageable 600, and I'm like, no, it's just going to take too much off. It's too many things are missing. So someone reminded me, it's like, oh, no one's going to want to invest 1,000 reading that much work over a first-time author. It's going to be like, well, are they even going to buy it? Because if they have to invest like that much time, it's not even the money. It's like it takes a lot of time to read 1,000 pages. So then I wound up in doing going back to the original and like finding points in the story where I can make it into book 1, book 2, and book 3. So yeah, I'll have to explain that to people. That I have been explaining to people that it is not like in the full Delta Wing story, which is why it's Delta Wing book 1, and it's a different. Each book will have a different subtitle or title with Delta Wing book 1, book 2, and book 3. And yes, it does end in a type of like, I don't know if you want to call it a cliffhanger, kind of like at a certain point. But what I want to assure people, and I've been assuring people, is that I didn't go through any of this publishing process at all. Didn't even start the publishing process until I had the whole entire story written out. So that I want to assure people it's all done. It's not like I'm leaving people like up in the air, and try to figure out how the ending's going to go. No, it's all first drafted all the way through. But I will have to like work on the next 2 books and spruce them up, edit them, and get more covers and stuff like that. So that's why it's book 1.
So you're the anti-George Lucas.
It should actually. He's got a good point. It says book 1 of 1. It should actually say
1 of 3.
Book 1 of 3. Yeah. That's a good point. Great point. I can actually go in and change it. It's still on a point where I can edit that certain descriptions and stuff like that. So thanks for that, Glenzer.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, 1 of 3 would be great. I know it's 3. I know the whole plan, but
no, I know you do.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome, and I still have like a manuscript you gave me like 8 years ago.
Oh yeah. I don't even think that took it through book 1.
No, back then it was kind of the whole story.
Oh, okay. Before it
and
it was kind of more like a summarized, a very overview of it and stuff like that.
Like a 3,000-foot view, but it was still 400 pages.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You're right. I think the one I gave you finally was the full story of book 1.
It's awesome. Okay. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. This is great. I mean, like, it's just so great. I can't wait to like see it in print in my hand. You sent the pictures. You have the author's copy there.
I brought that downstairs. I have it wasn't actually it was like it even says on it proof copy. It was like
proof copy, yeah.
Just so I can like kind of look at it and want to make any changes on the before it goes officially on sale.
That's awesome.
From now.
That's
and
awesome.
I still can go in there and make changes if I want to.
Fantastic, man. I can't wait. And I'm working on that video. I'm still digging up some of the artwork. That's
right.
I have this giant, it's, a portfolio of art I did in high school 40 years ago.
Right.
You got to go through everything. And of course, I end up going, and I start looking at stuff and I'm like, no, put that aside. I'm looking for specific things here.
Yeah.
It's a mess. Everything's just thrown in there.
I still have those original pages where I'm mapping it out as page 1, panel 1, because we were going to make it into a comic book.
Yeah.
I have like panel 5, 6, and then I was trying to learn how to do comic books then.
I found the first page, and the guy who gets like shot and killed or whatever in the beginning. Remember, it's our friend Mike Savinelli's dad. That's who I drew.
That's right.
I drew him.
We had all these characters that like kind of like were offshoots of people
that we knew, right?
which I have made significant changes because I do put at the beginning any like person
places
or is purely coincidental.
The don't sue me disclaimer. Yep.
Yeah. I had to make a lot of those changes because we were so naive about that stuff. It's like, let's bring all our friends into it.
That's right. But again, you just like when you're that inexperienced at life at that age, so you just pull from what's there, and that's why everything was based on people we knew. And Moby Dick is a slog. We had to read it in high school. I hated it. You know what else is a slog? That movie, the one with Chris Hemsworth in it, about the writing of Moby Dick.
Oh,
In the Heart of the Sea.
He's got a good point though. You're a quarter of the way in, and you're not even on the boat yet. Wow, it's like that's a long ways to go.
Yeah, and it's written in that old English, so it's kind of like
you have to get through it.
It's like, what is it? That novel's like 800 pages too.
It's funny with that message. After he told them we were going to put all the friends in. Yeah, that's exactly what I don't want to get. I don't want to start getting like, calls and stuff. Is that supposed to be me?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Good thing it's not a comic book, because then they'd see
all that stuff is
like, holy shit. Yeah.
Descriptions and stuff.
Right.
All that stuff. But,
so, wow, we actually went longer than we thought we were going to today, Edson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got to get going, but.
So, me too.
Well, thanks for bringing that up.
Had to. And I promise I will drop that video this week. I'm almost done culling my stuff together. So, all right.
Okay.
So thanks for watching. Bruce, feel better. I will see you at this time next weekish, sort of. I'll be on my way down there.
Oh, yeah.
Next Saturday. So, and we'll be back the Saturday after, and we got the NFL draft in between. So that'll be fun.
Right.
Lots to talk about. So, all right. That's it for me.
All right. Everybody have a great week.
Yes. Have a great week.
Let's see if the warmer weather keeps coming and more.
It's supposed to be in the 80s this week up here in Connecticut. Rock and roll. All right.
Yep. Enjoy the outside.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.
No, yes, the joyfulness is over. The joyfulness is over.
Thanks for watching GeekTime TV. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, make sure to check the little bell icon anytime someone from our network drops new content here. Want some GeekTime swag? Check out the merchandise available in the GeekTime TV store, linked in the channel description below. Share GeekTime TV with friends, and as always, thank you for your support. We'll see you soon.